Do you want to breed a champion racing pigeon? Let me give you some tips. This video will explain and put you in the best position to breed a superstar. You can increase your odds of breeding a champion if you have as many unrelated superstars in the pedigree as possible. Now, for example, if all the grandparents are ace pigeons, unrelated ace pigeons, big winners, multiple winners, the odds of you breeding a champion increases. You also want them unrelated. I have to get you to forget the mindset that you have to inbreed pigeons. Every great racing pigeon, every game-changing racing pigeon in the history of the sport was a total cross. Those pigeons were unrelated parents, bred this pigeon that went on to breed a legacy of superstars. So if I can get you to change your mindset, unrelated champions, as many in the pedigree as possible, breed them together. The stars are more likely to align than if you're breeding inbred pigeons or take two different inbred birds and bred them together. Your odds increase with as many unrelated pigeons in the pedigree as possible. As a young fancier in the sport, we were all taught inbreed, line breed, then outcross. Outcross for this hybrid vigor. Well, you can inbreed pigeons, but you can inbreed for show qualities. You can make a better looking pigeon, you can breed richer eyes, you can breed stronger bodies, but performance, you want to stay away from the inbreeding. At the end of the video, I'll give you some tips. If you are going to inbreed, you must follow the inbreeding principles. So if you can get that mindset out of your head, cross the pigeons. Put a lot of different bloodlines into your pigeons. Now you can breed a line down from a superstar. When you get a great pigeon down from your best pigeon, use that for breeding. Cross something in. You have another performance pigeon, use that for breeding. That's how you continue for generations. The pigeons will keep improving, but you just have to make sure you're breeding from the best that you produce, the best performers. Look for performance. Performance is the name of the game. So if you breed from performance, the game gets a lot easier. Many superstar fanciers have realized due to years of breeding that many of the great breeders come about by luck. I know you can plan and look at pedigrees and study the pigeons, but you'll hear on many occasions that it was a free mate, or they took a youngster off the race team and it went on to be a superstar, so then they retired the parents. I had a pumper back 20-something years ago, and a pair of eggs hatched on this pumper that I really liked the pigeon, but I was breeding from others. And one won a Boston Concourse, the nest mate won a New England Open off a pumper. And I turned out, started breeding from the pigeon. He was my best pigeon for many years. So my suggestion would be, don't get so technical. Free mate the pigeons. If you have a place to put in 10 boys and 10 girls, let them select their own mates, you'll probably be better for it. And again, many of the most successful fanciers in the world free mate. I like to free mate for the race team. I'll do some special breeding for sale. But if you free mate the birds, it takes a lot of pressure off yourself. And they call it love mate. They're going to breed more enthusiastically if they're really passionate about their mate. And if they pick their own mate, they're going to be more enthusiastic about the mate. So the babies are better, everything is better. So consider free mating the birds. That will give you a little bit of a plus or a step up in breeding great. Here is a little secret the old timers know, and I've seen myself. The first egg a hen lays in her life has the greatest odds of breeding a superstar, breeding a champion. Cherish the first egg a young hen lays in her life. Now, it may be the second egg, it could be the first set of eggs, but from what I've seen, that first egg of a young hen is so beneficial. More and more champions have come from the very first egg. Why? It's possible that every egg after the first egg has slightly less quality, like the hen gives everything she has to that egg, and then possibly her system gives a little less to every egg that follows. Not exactly sure, but love that first egg. Make sure you pay special attention to that first egg. If you like my videos, hit the subscribe button. Maybe I've offered you something that's beneficial. Also, put a comment down below. It supposedly helps the algorithm. Let me know if you free mate or you like to select the pairs, and if you've had any luck with the first egg or anything like that. When you're looking at the birds physically, the hens give the actual more the body to the babies. So you want to have really well put together hens. The hens are much, much more important. They give more the physique to the youngsters. So when you're selecting hens, you want highest quality hens. Now the boys, they can have more flaws. They can have some weaknesses, but yet the babies can still be super. If the father has great genetics and maybe is not a perfect pigeon, make sure the mother is the highest quality. Just remember the hens, in most cases, give the actual physical, the physique, the body, the buoyancy, that it's the cocks and hens will lean to the type of the mother. So you want to make sure you have great hens. It's going to help you with your breeding. I mentioned about inbreeding a little earlier in the video. If you are going to inbreed, never breed, say you have a champion sire, never breed it to its daughter unless the daughter is a champion herself. Your odds of getting a good pigeon is very, very reduced. I see a lot of birds for sale that they make father-daughter matings and a brother-sister and only one bird is a star. It's a waste of time. If you're going to inbreed, both parents have to be super. So just remember that. If you're going to buy pigeons, both parents have to be super. Not that just that this famous pigeon was mated to his daughter, well, it's inbred. Well, yeah, the daughter could be a stiff. And then the odds of getting a good pigeon are reduced. So if you can remember to do that, if you can inbreed, both pigeons have to be great, either both champion breeders, both champion racers. What I would like, if you're going to select a youngster for breeding, get a champion here and an unrelated champion there, breed them together, take that baby every time. When I'm selecting pigeons, I'd much rather have two unrelated champions bred together. Give me that baby for breeding every day. Believe me, your odds are increased drastically with two unrelated champions bred together over inbred pigeons. No matter how good your pigeons may be, you must provide the nutrition that's needed for the babies to develop into a superstar. If you have to decide between the highest possible grain or the best possible minerals, pick the minerals every time. The minerals are much more important than what you feed the breeders to raise the babies. Most pigeons are mineral deficient. There's just not enough minerals in the grain. The soils are depleted. So if you have a choice, I'm going to spend extra on the minerals or I'm going to buy a top quality feed, pick the minerals. You'll raise superstar babies with the minerals. The pigeons won't break down. So concentrate on the minerals. If you don't provide them what they're needed, the babies, they're never going to amount to anything. And I would also suggest to keep feeders in front of the breeders at all times, because if you miss one feeding during the growth of the baby, say the first 20 days, 25 days, you're going to stunt the baby. You've completely ruined its career. So keep feed in front of them at all times so then they're not dependent on you showing up. Keep the minerals in front of them. I've done videos on the minerals that I like, but all things being equal, spend the money on the minerals. I'm Frank McLaughlin, McLaughlin Lofts. I hope you like my Pigeon Classroom video series. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and until next time, thank you.